Welcome Pam Campbell, Junior League of Oklahoma City President, and Mandy Heaps, President-elect. Two Parties Extra. I'm Helen Ford Wallace, and we are at the Oklahoman's video studio to talk about your upcoming Junior League year. Pam, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Back.
Thanks for
Welcome
having
back.
us.
You came last year.
Thank you. Thank you for having
us. And welcome to you, Mandy.
Thank you.
So, how many members do we have?
We have 1,400 members.
That's a lot in a group.
It is. It's a lot of ladies, and we're so proud to have them all.
And your focus for the year is what?
Well, our community focus is health. However, we are really focusing a lot on training for our members. We have spent a lot of time over the summer talking to people and having one-on-one meetings, focus groups, getting to know our members better and what they need. And the results have been that people want more training, and not just training for the community, because we absolutely love that, but they also want training for themselves, how to be better, how to develop their own potential, and it fits great with our mission.
Well, that is your mission.
Absolutely.
Training. That is it. Well, so you've been, speaking of training, you've been training for this office for several years, and you've held various positions in the league. What are they?
I was administrative vice president, which is kind of like a secretary, and then I was nominating chair, and then of course you get slated as president-elect, and the president-elect, and the president. So
I forget about elect-elect.
Very prepared.
I forget that there's an elect-elect.
Yes.
So you've been doing this for a long time.
It's about a 2.5-year position.
You're very experienced.
Well, thank
in
you.
the area. And Mandy, what all? You've done all those things too.
Well, I've been fortunate to have some of the similar experiences. Additionally, I served as our community VP when we were rolling out our health focus and developing all of our new community projects and transitioning from literacy to health. So that was an incredible experience. And then coupled with nominating, and then the entire president journey has been exciting, and I'm right in the middle of it.
Well, you are. I mean, that's kind of amazing. I did forget about the president-elect. Okay, so how many general meetings do you all have?
We have 6.
6 meetings, and do you have a speaker every time?
We do. We are trying to streamline our meetings, and we changed locations. We're very excited that we're meeting at the Tower Theater.
Good.
And they've been a great partner for us, great space, a lot of new life into our meetings. We're really excited for them.
Good. Well, and you have a board.
We do.
And what you meet? Does that board meet?
Monthly.
Monthly, not 6 meetings.
Sometimes twice.
Yes.
Sometimes twice.
Yes. And lots of unofficial conversations in between meetings.
So, how many are on your board?
We have 12 total.
And you have lots of vice presidents, I think.
Yes, we do. We have the administrative vice president. We have someone over communications, someone over community, someone over membership, fundraising, and then we have someone that focuses on our financial well-being, as well as bylaws and nominating.
So,
and I don't think I missed any, did I?
That's a big
Communications?
group.
No, I think I got that one, so I think we're good.
She knows them.
So, with your training, you have something about a leadership institute. Is that new, or tell me about that?
As a matter of fact, like I said, through our member surveys, and also finding out that 85% of our membership works outside the home now, out of our active membership.
How many?
85% of our active membership works outside the home, which is very different from what people might assume is the Junior League membership. And because of that, these ladies want more personal development, more training. And so this year we had a pilot program of what we call the Leadership Institute. And it's very focused, specialized courses, things like pay negotiation and business etiquette, just to help them be better.
And Hillary.
Yes, Hillary Blaney, one of our
incredible.
sustainers, kicked us off with the business etiquette.
And that's a good course.
Oh, it was wonderful. And it was funny because I told Mandy, I said, hopefully we'll have 10 people that will graduate, will sign up and graduate. We have 75 people that are signed up to go through this course.
Wow.
So it's very exciting to think about the leaders that will come out and be able to build capacity in other community organizations.
That is fabulous. So how many weeks?
It is throughout the course of the entire Junior League year, so it's about 11 courses.
That's a lot of training.
It is.
That's awesome.
It is.
Okay, so you all have several events coming up, I think. You have one coming next month.
Yes.
Tell us about the Mistletoe Market.
We're really excited for Mistletoe Market this year. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary, and so I can't believe it's been a quarter of a century of Mistletoe Market. There's a lot to celebrate this year, and that begins at the Cox Center October 11th through the 13th. And we look forward to our preview party, which happens the 10th, the Wednesday night beforehand, where shoppers get the chance to mingle and check out all of our vendors before we open market the following day. We also have a ladies' night event that Thursday to also get some food and check out vendors and interact with our merchants and enjoy yourself. And then for kids and families on Saturday, we have our Boo Breakfast. Since we're in October, we thought we would capitalize on the Halloween season.
Good idea.
And it is. It's going to be a lot of fun, and the kids will get a chance to decorate pumpkins and then trick or treat around with our merchants. So it's going to be very interactive and fun for everyone.
And so that is October, tell me again the date.
October 11th through the 13th.
11th through the 13th. You all, that's early. That's great.
It is early. Well, you know, people like to get a jump on their shopping, and I was thinking about this, that, you know, also you cannot feel so guilty about picking up a little something for yourself the way you might during actual Christmas shopping.
that is very
You've
true.
definitely thought about that.
So do we have a lot of vendors, new vendors, old vendors?
We do. I think we have a healthy mix of the favorites that everybody knows our market for and look forward to seeing, especially
gift wrap.
Wrapping is back, and we are really excited, and we'll have, you know, some really exciting new vendors that you'll want to check out.
Okay, good. Well, and then what
We're
else?
actually maxed out on space as
Yes.
well.
You are?
So we are. So it will be very full.
Oh my.
Lots of
that's-
options.
That's great. Okay, so then in the spring, you have another fundraiser coming up.
We do. We have our Speaker in the City event, and this is the third year that we've invited a speaker to come in and have a conversation with Junior League members and the community. It's not just for members. And we are so excited this year to welcome Molly Ringwald.
What a good choice.
I know. We're all just giddy. Children of the 80s, and we're giddy. And it's March 24th, and it's going to be at the Farmers Market at 1 o'clock, which is a Sunday, so you can have brunch with your friends. Come there, hear
Enjoy.
from Molly, and yeah, I think it'll be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that's great. And you've had really some good speakers.
We had Jillian Michaels the first year, and then we've also had Bill and Juliana Rancic last
So
year.
this will be the third year,
Yes.
fourth year, but third year.
Yes, yes.
Got it. Okay, so besides all that, I mean, you've got a lot going on. Besides all that, you have re-released one of your books.
We have, in fact, I have a copy for you right
Did you
here.
redo it, or what did you do?
This is the second edition
Goodnight,
of our
Oklahoma City.
Goodnight OKC book, and this was kind of written originally as kind of the end of our literacy focus, but the first edition completely sold out, and so we decided we did some updates, and Margaret Hoke, one of our past presidents, of course, still the illustrations, and she did some updates on it. It's beautiful and it's wonderful, and we're so excited that it's back and it's at the local bookstores. So we're really excited.
Okay, we'll open it up here.
Okay.
Let's have a few of the pages. Now, see, I think that's even pretty.
Oh yeah, well, and if you like the landmarks across Oklahoma, it just goes across. It talks about downtown, and it talks about the fair and the stockyards, and I have a 2- and 4-year-old, and they love this book. So
Well, it's darling. It's just, and
thank
the illustrations
you.
are darling.
Oh, she did a wonderful job.
So you have another book.
We do.
Yes, Western and Grand is our entertaining book. It is named after kind of the cross streets of where the Junior League is headquartered, and it covers all kinds of things from ways to entertain, how you want to put together the perfect event or party, and includes some incredible recipes. Some are
Mandy, that's
recipes
great.
brought back from our signature cookbook, superlatives, and some are new recipes that we have crowdsourced from our incredible sustainers and members. So we think Junior Leaguers are incredible entertainers, and we wanted to share our expertise and tips with the community.
And when does that book come out?
We will have it available definitely at Mistletoe Market, and we're hoping to get them in actually a couple of weeks.
Great Christmas present.
Absolutely.
Oh, you'll sell that one out too. That'll be wonderful. And how many people participated in that your whole membership?
A lot.
Everyone had the chance to, absolutely.
Yeah.
We had tons of submissions and lots of tips and an incredible committee that put all of that information together. So it was really an organization-wide project.
Yeah, I didn't know that when you do a cookbook, you have to actually test the recipes. That's the best part. Who knew? And then you have to do it multiple times and vote. And so learned a lot. We're always training. We're always learning.
And then you have to proofread to make sure that all those ingredients are in that book.
We
that is kind of a hard job.
Yes, I did some of that. It was wonderful.
Okay, so tell us about your community projects.
Well, we have 18 community projects this year, and some of the ones that we've had for a while, Boys and Girls Club, we have volunteers that work with the children that are there every week. They teach them how to run a 5K, they're teaching them how to cook healthy, and then we also have one of the other ones that's very popular is we have women who go and speak to the ladies at the YWCA and just help them stress relief, just trying to make their day better, frankly.
So you've been involved with Y forever.
Yes,
yeah,
we have.
All through the years. And some of these all through the years, I guess. So do you have a set number of projects you have every year?
Not necessarily. You were community VP. I was like, you should be talking about this.
Well, the number changes every year, and we have the opportunity to assess what our needs are, and we stay somewhere in the low 20s each year, and we try to stay flexible to adapt to changing member needs, as well as sometimes the agency needs something different once our volunteers are in there, and so we try to address those changes and make sure that we're providing the best service for the agency and their clients, as well as making sure that our members have a really meaningful volunteer experience.
Well, there are always junior league people at work everywhere. They are everywhere. Okay, so and you and Pam, you and Mandy have been traveling too. You all travel to conferences. You network with leagues throughout the United States and Canada. Is that right? Mexico too?
Yes, yes.
Is that it?
In United Kingdom.
United Kingdom. Okay, so you all network all the time.
We do.
Tell us about your trips.
It's very valuable. Well, like we said, when you get slated as president-elect, it is a long training process. I haven't actually sat down and counted how many trips will be total, but it's at least 3 a year, and it just, what is so wonderful is the network. You meet all these women who are going through the same things you're going through, and they have wonderful ideas and their communities, and it's just a great sharing of ideas. I think you found it valuable as well.
Absolutely, and I think it's also been nice to, as you are sharing ideas and talking about what you do, to really get that reinforcement from other leagues when they are saying, that's such a great idea, tell us more about that. You're like, we're doing it right, and we're doing some really incredible things that other leagues, ask about replicating, and it is a great sharing of resources and ideas just to make sure that the junior league experience nationwide and worldwide is one of quality and of meaning.
And I think you all go do some regional meetings too. Is that right? I mean, is it, you go to annual conference and that's everybody?
Yes.
How many? 236 leagues across the country, is that it? And then regional meetings also?
Yes. Well, we, in a couple of weeks, will be actually in Houston, Texas for a meeting to meet with, like I said, our counterparts and just make plans. We're always planning and always training.
And it's just a wealth of information, just a wealth of information that you can draw on at all times. I think that's very important.
Very valuable.
We didn't talk about your other publication, which is the League Link.
Yes.
And I think you send that to the community.
We do. It is published 5 times a year. Our annual report issues in July, and then we have 4 other issues. And
for the membership, really?
Yes, for our membership as well as some community members as well. And it's just to, help educate people on what the Junior League does and what we're about, and help keep everybody on the same page. It's a great publication.
Great. Well, okay, so Pam, do you have an office?
I do.
You do? Where is it?
It's at the Junior League headquarters at Western and Grand.
Oh, it all fits. Okay, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you work too, though.
I do. I do. I have a full-time job. I do.
Do you, Mandy?
I do. I work for the OSU Foundation.
And I work for the Federal Reserve Bank.
So you all, 85%, that's a huge number.
It is.
Okay, well, anything else? Oh, we need a website. Where's the website?
Oh, jloc.org.
And do you take new members?
Yes, we do. In fact, the timing is very great because if you go on our website and you're interested in joining, you can fill out a link that just says I'm interested. And then in January, we start having meetings for prospective members. Talks about what we do, kind of what the requirements are to join, kind of what to expect. And those meetings have been very helpful. And they're in January and in February and in March.
So that's coming up.
Yes, it is. So if somebody's interested, they definitely should go online and sign
How
up.
many new members do you take a year, you think? I mean, just approximate.
It's around 125. It's typically our typical provisional class.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about sustainers?
Our sustainers are busy this year. Matilda Clements and Linda Garrett are working very hard as our sustainer events co-chairs. They had a wonderful event at the Oklahoma City Zoo. I believe it was just last week. It was a great time, showcased the work that was done last year on the playground, kind of did a behind-the-scenes tour of that. You know, there were hundreds of Junior League volunteers and community members that revitalized the zoo's playground last year, and so they were able to showcase that and hear from the zoo, and it's just such a great partnership.
Great. So, so they have a meeting every month?
I think they've about to have an activity every month, yes.
Great. Okay, so anything else about any of your projects or any of the fundraisers coming up? Be sure to come to Mistletoe Market. I know you asked.
Absolutely. Come to Mistletoe Market.
Definitely keep an eye on the website. There's always something new happening.
Yeah.
We hope to see everyone there.
Absolutely.
Okay, anything else about your board or your office?
Well, I would just say that, you know, one of the things that we've been doing this year and spent a lot of time doing is kind of working on our long-range strategic plan because of the changes in membership that we talked about. You know, we just want to make sure that we're relevant for women today. And so we're working very hard on that while we're beefing up training and really looking hard at some of the things we do so that we can make sure we are meeting the needs of our members and the Oklahoma City community, because that's why we're here.
That's great, you all. And your mission's always been wonderful. And you've gone to some all-night meetings, I guess, maybe.
We are. We are.
So that addresses that also.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well, thanks Pam and Mandy for telling us about the Junior League. It will be a great year with you two in charge. Mistletoe Market, that's one of the best events in town. I know everyone will want to be involved, either by working there or by attending and buying Christmas presents and decorations. Thanks you all for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, thanks once again to Tractus Flowers and Greenhouse for our lovely flower bouquet and for giving us our flowers for the past 11 years. Owner Jim Valian died yesterday. He and his niece Gina Valian and Kathy and Paige and Kevin have been arranging our centerpieces all these years. We are forever grateful, Jim, our very close friend, and he will be missed. And the orange roses are in honor of him. He was a great OSU fan. Rest in peace, Jim. Thank you.